To celebrate another new Mario game, do yourself a favor and look up the song Ignorance is Bliss by the band Jellyfish. Thank me in the comments. Welcome to Deep Thoughts While Gaming. I'm Chris Chaplin. In recent years, whether through frustration with the world or lack of friends, the Sigma male trope has been born. Stoic, strong, lone wolf. The Sigma male is everything you aren't. Yet, considering that we're social animals, and that it's hard for any one person to take on two plumbers alone, we may want to reconsider if this popular trope isn't actually all it's cracked up to be. With Mario and Luigi both being alphas in their own ways, taking on challenges without the help of the other in the past, yet still finding greater value and enjoyment out of working together. After all, a Navy SEAL is pretty good, but when we send them out to do their job, we send them in a pack, meaning that even they don't fit the high and mighty standard of being Sigma, because even they aren't proud enough to think they'd be better off going into enemy territory alone. Mario and Luigi Brothership is just another example of how valuable teaming up with the homies can be. Released November 7th, join Mario and Luigi on a brand new Switch adventure, this time changing it up with a seafaring storyline, where you sail your island boat around the world, once again brutalizing wildlife for the enjoyment of the kids. This time in a turn-based combat style reminiscent of Paper Mario, but heavily focused on the interplay between the brothers, with bro moves and bro attacks being abilities that you gain as the story progresses, allowing you to face ever greater challenges and reach ever greater heights together. Something you'll definitely want to do as the game's changing camera angles and silly exploration mechanics identify getting around between different levels as having been a core consideration during the development process, with becoming a better team and deepening your brotherly love being the only real way to even get where you want to go. Something that may seem obvious to some degree. Of course, people can do great things when they come together. Ever seen a group of Amish build a barn? However, not everyone is Amish, or possibly even part of a community, possibly due to severe antisocial tendencies and a disregard for the feelings of other, or bad hygiene. Luckily for them, in the over-monetized world of tomorrow we live in, not having friends and screaming at children due to a lack of social awareness doesn't have to be a weakness. Instead, it could just be that they don't understand how Sigma you really are. With business gurus like Dan Pena and Andy Elliott championing the high-intensity energy of the lone wolf, able to work so hard he has no need for social decorum at all. The strong stench of his own musk being the only aphrodisiac he needs to keep going. With stoic philosophy serving as the perfect backbone for betas turned sigmas to justify how their inability to speak to women is a moral virtue. After all, Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't pay attention to other people's minds. Look straight ahead, where nature is leading you, through the things that happen to you, through your own actions," which, although well-meaning at first glance, has sort of devolved into a sort of internet narcissism. With more and more social and cooperative elements of life, as well as soft skills being relegated as less important than the vision of the Sigma, the vision only he can see. Why discuss with others? Why struggle to make friends? No one loves you like you do, and no one really gets it. The mission is yours to complete alone because life is a single-player game. Play to the soundtrack of how they laughed at you in elementary school. Mario and Luigi in their younger years may have agreed with you. After all, it couldn't have been easy to deal with the social stigmas associated both with being a plumber and a Japanese immigrant to the United States, and you can understand them feeling like they had to face the challenges of the world alone. Mario, being the older brother and reaching working age sooner, was first introduced to us in Donkey Kong, where he crawled through the sewers, chasing a monkey for love. With Luigi first appearing in the original Mario Brothers, where you were first given the option of playing both brothers, but the screen being big enough for only one of them at a time. Perhaps because, as author Robert Bly states in his book Iron John, a book about men, young men often focus on their own identity, searching for independence and self-definition. The initial phase of manhood, in a way, is about breaking free from parental or societal constraints to carve one's individual path, which is understandable, as we see both characters begin to develop different characteristics and personalities as they come into who they are as individuals. Luigi, the more timid, taller, jumpier brother, And Mario, the brave, short man we love. Luigi developing a passion for providing home cleaning services. And Mario leaving medicine behind to join his brother on this new adventure. They did their work separately when they had to. They grew into alphas on their own merit. But when the stakes are raised, Mario and Luigi's always come together to pool their resources in order to take down some of gaming's greatest sigmas. Not afraid to ask for help when required. This ultimate and more mature perspective on life then, demonstrated through this game, validates that not only is taking on life in a cooperative mode more enjoyable, but also a more pragmatic approach, with us having to consider how much of the messaging around being, in a sense, a strong loner is actually coming from a place of strength. On one side, it's certainly a branding strategy for individuals who want you to see them as worth hiring, selling themselves something like, I know you hate cold calling for even 1 minute, but I can do it for 12 hours straight, and I'm rich, so it doesn't matter if I'm an asshole, which on some level does deserve a pat on the back, but is possibly also a little sad when it comes to considering if the energy they exude is really the energy you want to exude. On another hand, watching self-help videos and doing push-ups alone while exploring slight delusional thinking about how badass you are could actually be easier than admitting you don't have friends for reasons other than their inability to appreciate that you're God's chosen son, possibly a way to ignore the potential negative ramifications of your actions. With complete disregard given to people like psychiatrist and director of the Harvard Study of Adult Development, Robert Waldinger, who noted in a TED Talk that loneliness kills. It's as powerful as smoking or alcoholism. Good relationships keep us happier and healthier, period. And the false belief that grinding alone is somehow a better state of affairs than enjoying your time with others could really just be covering up that we're, in a sense, glamorizing behavior that isn't healthy for the individual, community, or society. If out of 100 people who start a business, 100 of them think they're gonna succeed, they'd be wrong, much less succeed alone. With all great companies, although credit is given to the founder, coming into existence generally through the combined actions of a strong team against otherwise insurmountable odds. Because Zuckerberg, cyborg though he may be, didn't build Facebook and steal your childhood photos alone. With Mario and Luigi and Brothership finally giving respect to the fact that they didn't, in fact, grow to this stage in their lives alone. Not only owning a house, but also a boat, having everything the internet Sigma wants and giving full credit to the people around them. Richer than Andrew Tate, and the other one with more star power. Sigma males can fantasize about success all they want, while Mario and Luigi help each other up the same mountain. With today not having to be the day you realize you're actually a complete shut-in with no friends. Take it instead as the day you realize you need people too, as hard as that may sometimes be. Because the Sigma look is overrated. So let's go play Mario and Luigi Brothership instead. Co-op mode. Thank you for watching Deep Thoughts While Gaming. And remember, wherever you are on your journey, Beta, Alpha, Sigma, Delta, or Epsilon, you always have a home here on Gamers Unbeaten. And now is the time when I try to exploit you for money. Support Deep Thoughts While Gaming on patreon.com/gamersunbeaten. Or hit that join button to become a channel member. You'll unlock exclusive emojis, live streams, videos, a Discord server, perfectly legal mushrooms that will make you feel big. Do you want more deep thoughts about Mario? Check out this video about Super Mario Wonder and how the crushing burden of success has weighed on Mario.